Good morning, YouTube. How the heck are you doing? Right, PS4. We're gonna break down the trophy guide for you. You're hanging out with Brothers Forge Gaming. As you know by now, we're doing the hunt for 3,000. Just broke 2,300 with this game, so that's pretty cool. And also going to be doing a trophy guide for this one. Now, I didn't really, there was really a lot of grinding on this one, so I didn't do a live stream video of this one and the trophy guide, but right now I'm going to break it down and show you what it takes to get that trophy. Now, this isn't a bad game. I think I paid $2.99 for it, not on sale, so I'm sure you could catch it half price and make it even more worth it. As you can see here, there's different... So there's 6 missions. Okay, there's an easy and a hard setting. Easy is really like normal, so don't trip out when you're going for these medals right here. And it says normal. Might not say it here, but it says normal on this before you beat it. I believe you have to get 90% to get that on the normal setting, which is the easy setting. So these are essentially the trophies right here. Once you get that 90%, you unlock those, and you actually need those. They're very helpful for beating the levels. And this is also right here, this is the hard setting, so you got to get 100% on each level to unlock these. I'm going to just go ahead and go down and show you what, you know, which ones are easy, which ones are hard. After you beat the game, you also unlock this ninja agent right here of Sting, and that's how you want to beat the game on the hard setting. And then also once you beat it on hard, you get Boss Rush Challenge. I haven't tried that one yet. I've been grinding this fairly hard for the last few days trying to get this. So as you can see here, you can switch between easy and hard. I'm going to just go ahead and break down a little bit of it for you as we go, and then I'll show you some gameplay. So if you guys are looking for some gameplay on this one, go ahead and skip forward a bit. But realistically, like I said, I'm just going to go over real quick how to get that trophy. So the first level, not too difficult. Second level, not too difficult. When you're going through, guys, make sure there's these doors points. So when you're... Hey, what's up, Phil? Just going over some platinum trophy action here on Blasting Agent. I guess you could call this like a mini game. It was alright. Pretty fun. If you're looking for trophies, it's the way to go. Get a platinum relatively easy if you don't mind banging your head against the wall for a few hours trying to get 100% on hard. But yeah, as you can see here, the first time it gets tough is level 3. The boss is a 2-phase boss. The first phase isn't very difficult, but the second phase, he kind of turns into a robot, and it's like these stairs you got to keep going. So basically, you got to just grind it out. Is the easiest way I found to kill the boss. You basically have to run up one side of the stairs, get to the top, get in a couple hits, and then run down, and then you just rinse, repeat, do that. I think it was like a 20-minute boss fight or something when I finally was able to complete it. It's tough. He switches phases, and he speeds up and slows down and changes his mechanics, so you just got to be ready to adjust to that. This stage was pretty tough too. I believe this is the one where you fight a robot eye, and there's a spot kind of like right diagonally to where he is positioned there. You'll see it. It's just right to the side of him, and you can do like this jump up kick thing with the ninja chick here. And so basically you just get a hit in like that real quick, and then once you get on the ground, just start doing your karate. I'll show you what I mean by that here in a minute. But basically when you're punching and kicking, you're invulnerable from it. Kind of creates like a shield. So that's what makes it, you want to use this character for the hard mission, because the game kind of gets cheap in a way that the mobs speed up to unrealistic, and they take way more damage than, it's realistic to actually kill them without dying. So with this character, makes it a lot easier to complete the game. The next boss is the shark boss. Really easy. Just stand on the bottom and start punching. He'll come down there eventually. This character's biggest weakness is when you're in the air. She does like this flying jump kick thing, and you almost always take damage doing it, and it really throws off what you're trying to do. And the last boss, same thing. In the first phase when you play it on normal, you can kind of stand there like in R-Type or whatever, you get down in the corner, and it's like a shooter boss. You just hide out from all the bullets and you can ping them from the corner. But this one, it changes it up with her because she's, you know, close range melee combat. So there's a spot you can stand right under the guy's gun, and you basically just do the same thing you do on the level 4 bosses. You just jump, do an up kick, and stand back down. And once he switches to the second phase, you go ahead and just start fighting. Just start fighting in close because you're invincible when you're fighting. Now that's basically it, guys. Most of the trophies you're going to get when you're going through are for beating the levels and for getting those 90% completes. There are no trophies that were outside of that I can recall. So basically, by beating the game on every phase, you get the platinum trophy. I want to go over real quick, just show you this guy. I would do it. I've unlocked all his special abilities on easy, but not on hard because I went through the game as the ninja. So let's just go. Trying to think of what would be a fun level to show. Maybe we'll just try this one. Hey, why not? Let's check out the moon. So as you can see here, those different bars as you go through, you unlock different. You get speed boost, you get power, you get range, and then each time you complete the level with the percentage, you unlock the different, like there's a bomb, as you can see, you get that charge shot when you're not blasting. You get double jump. I've got that bubble shield, which is nice, acts as an overshield. One thing I did really like about this game too is the chiptune is worth it. Well worth it just for the few bucks that you pay for this game, and on top of that you get to play like a, you know, semi-interesting game. It's real simple, and it's, in effect, it kind of reminds you a lot of these games that are built like this with the pixel animation and the, you know, the low res everything. The character models are a little weak, but what do you want? I mean, I don't mind it, especially for the price. You can't beat it. And of course you can use the analog or the D-pad. In fact, when you use that green elevator though, you do need to be using the D-pad, which I thought was interesting because a lot of games where you can use both, you know, you can use both for everything, but not in this one. As you can see there too, is you unlock a bunch of different heart containers. You know, you almost want to say, kind of compare it to like a Metroidvania game, but in no way is it that complex. Not, and even a, what's that other one that came out? Axiom Verge. You know, in a way, you can't compare it to those because those are just, I don't know, they're a little bit more substance to them than this one. But, I mean, in a way you can. In a way you can make that comparison and you wouldn't be inaccurate. So it's like I said, it's not a bad game. You can run through it relatively easy on the normal setting and enjoy it. Going too hard, be ready for a grind. Especially because you got used to playing as this character, which I call Duke. Duke Nukem. It's just, I call everything Duke Nukem that looks like Duke Nukem. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah. And again, I've talked about this. When you guys go when you're going for platinum trophies and stuff, it can ruin the game. Like, I had fun playing through this. In fact, so much fun when I played through it the first time that I decided I was going to get the platinum. Because why not? You know, number 5, man. I had one basically the entire time I've played on PlayStation, and just lately I've been kind of going after trophies, so I was like, hey, why not? Get those platinums. Yeah, as you can see running through real quick, I will get to the gameplay footage of the Karate Master right after this. We'll do the spaceship level right before this, because that one's pretty cool. It's like a, you know, you're just trying to get to the top. But as you can see, those numbers, the percentages at the top are the enemies killed and the treasure collected. Now there are a couple spots, I think it is in, it's either, it might be this level or the level before this. There's a couple tricky spots and you're wondering what you missed, but look for these doors. It's really only one level. There's these doors that you might miss because they're gonna have, you know, they're gonna be where you need to go. Oh yeah, this spot was rough on hard. Man, this is one of the grindy spots. Yeah, it might have been the level before. We'll see if I can't get to the boss. I think I'm getting pretty close. If I don't die. You know, you gotta love the double jump. It's classic in so many games of this era. Man, look at all those fishes. Those piranhas? Oh! Oh, see, oh yeah, that's right, there's a dash move, and that'll screw you up too, because when you're kind of trying to jump, but then you tap back to go backwards, you know, it's like, oh, I blew it. It'll screw you up. But yeah, it's effective. It's a good move to use, and you do need to utilize it, especially on the hard mode setting. And then here's the example. This boss isn't one of the better bosses to have shown, but I can show you an example of what I was talking about in the beginning. So you just stay down here when you're the ninja person, the ninja fighter character, whatever you want to call it, and sit here and just spam the attack button, and you'll kill the boss, because your biggest weakness is when you are in the air, and I will show you that here in a minute. I thought I could maybe take this boss down real quick, but we're just gonna quit out. There's nothing special when you beat him, you know, the end of a boss. It's not nothing special. When you beat the game, you do get a little bit of credits at the end. So let's switch to that. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this level here. So as you can see, this is what I was talking about, this attack. See that? Kind of like that shield bubble looking thing. You're almost invincible when you're inside that. People can still damage you from different angles, but oh man, I just don't have the ups. There we go. People can damage you from different angles, but you are pretty much invulnerable. And then here's the up kick I was talking about. You basically jump and then hit up. You can only do it once. If you tap it twice, you'll do that crazy jump kick I was talking about. And if you happen to dash when you do that, oh man, you'll fly off the screen. Especially on this level, you can fall off the sides and it does kill you. Luckily, there are no amount of times you can die or anything. It just basically resets your progress. And that's why using the doors are so important. If you've seen me going through the doors, those act as checkpoints. So when you're trying to do the hard mode completion, you absolutely want to go to the doors. So basically this level, what you want to do is get to the top as fast as you can, and then work your way back down. It's almost kind of harder to do it that way, but you really don't want to sit here and do the same part of the level over and keep dying. You know what I mean? So it'll save you a lot of time. You'll spend more time dying and going back and doing stuff that you've already done than you will going back up to the door. And unfortunately, the dive kick is not as strong as you'd want it to be. You'd think it would one-shot enemies, because you see here it's got the it's got that power level meter. As the other character, you unlock those different powers. This character, you only get what you start with, but the more damage you do in succession is how you get that full power meter, and really you need to do that to get any kind of damage through. Oops, did that too early. So you know, it's a pretty fun game if you're looking for a game to play and you're not trying to get into anything too serious and you want to get some trophies. Lasting Agent Ultimate Edition on the PlayStation 4. It's the way to go. And as I said, this part is on the normal setting, so the guys are dying a lot easier. It's much more challenging on the hard setting. Oh, but yeah, this is the part you want to be careful. You can see right there, I didn't mean to do that diving kick, but you know, when you're button mashing. But yeah, you would want to be killing all these in those piles of what look like bird seeds, or gold as I call them. That's what you want to get, that's the treasure. And then again, here's the doors I was talking about. This one you can just kind of cut straight to the end if you're not trying to get the completion. If I don't die, oh yeah. Okay, so this is the example. I'm glad I got to this boss. I wanted to show you. So basically, probably just die real quick. Okay, so right here is where you want to stand, and you can do this jump up kick right here, and then you just kind of spam this right here. I'm not hitting him, so that's not a good example, but yeah, you basically just do that once and don't get hit. And then it'll cause him to drop down I suppose you could do it on either side. And then as he's here, you know, you just do that. And in the second phase of this boss, it gets a lot more hectic. More eyeballs come out. He shoots more of those red bombs, and on hard, you know, obviously it's even harder. And time it out to where you're up there right when he opens up. I don't know why I'm having trouble with it. So kind of like that, where you're hitting him right when he's popping out. That way you can start using this spam attack while he's firing those bullets at you. Then he should be dropping down. You can still get hit. As you can see there, I got hit by those reds, so you got to be careful with that. But it's really critical to get those hits in early, because it gets too intense, and that little bit of extra damage is very helpful. So as you can see there, it gives you, it shows you your score. Nothing special when you beat the level. If you're getting trophies though at the time, that's when all that'll ding up when it's the first time you're going through. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. It's a look at Blasting Agent on the PS4 and how to get those medals or earn your platinum trophy. It's a fun game. Even if you're not going for the platinum trophy, you could probably get about half the trophies just playing through it the first time on the normal setting, and enjoy it. And then you get that other character. It gives you some more replayability, and of course the boss rush mode. Say that 3 times fast. Is something else you can unlock as well in the game. Like I said, not a half bad game if you're looking for something to play. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I can try to help you out with some of the levels. Leave them in the comments. And if for whatever reason I forget and can't explain it to you, I can always just go back and do kind of like what I did now, show you some of the techniques on the boss. I didn't show this level, but like I said, it's basically an ascending and a descending stair, and you can only hit the boss at the top. You just get in a couple hits at the top and then run back down. It's grindy, but that was the easiest way, or basically the only way I could find to kill that boss. So yeah, like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Might be streaming a little bit later, but I wanted to get this in real quick. I got a stack of games to test. I wanted to kind of do that live and on the air. I've been trying to get time to do that. So keep an eye out for that. It should be happening sometime in the next few days, or possibly in the evening, maybe even tonight. I'm probably going to post another video here pretty quick too, but not a live stream. So I wanted to say thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this was helpful to you getting your platinum trophy.